Avengers Assembled! Today we are looking at the Diamond Select Minimates, and these are the Avengers Minimates of Thor and Captain America. After picking up the Iron Man and Hulk 2-pack, I just had to pick up this other 2-pack. It just looked too cool to pass up. Plus, gotta complete at least the 4 main heroes. I wasn't as tempted to pick up Nick Fury and Loki, wasn't as tempted to pick up Hawkeye and Black Widow, but I knew I had to at least complete the 4 main guys. While the other 2-pack came with Iron Man's flying base, this one just comes with a normal little clear stand with 1 peg in it, which is still pretty cool. I actually am interested in trying to pick up some more of these. I don't know if Diamond sells them separately, but if they do, I'm definitely wanting to get a few more of these for both these guys and the Universal Minimates. Just overall nice little stand. And we'll start out by looking at the God of Thunder, Thor himself. This is a lot more of what I would expect from a Minimate, honestly. It's a lot more of the standard body shining through. Where Iron Man and Hulk were both heavily modified and heavily retooled, this is a pretty simple little Minimate. We have Mjolnir here as Hammer. It's decently detailed, not a whole lot of detail to it. Kind of looks like a large Pez piece here, painted silver. It's got its handle, even has a little loop at the end, so really good detail for that, for being so tiny. Thor's facial likeness is probably the weakest of the whole set. It really doesn't look particularly like Chris Hemsworth. He's just kind of a dude with hair. Really didn't like the wig he wore in Avengers. I thought it looked pretty lame and cheesy, but I did like the bearded look, I guess, so kind of a toss-up on that. This depicts Thor from the helicarrier section of the movie, before he goes and powers up and gets his full armor on. I guess that armor is close enough to what we see in the original Thor movie that you could probably just use that if you wanted a end-of-movie Thor for your display. However, it just seems kind of odd because Hulk is definitely from the end scene. It would have made more sense to give us a Thor from the end scene, even if it was a redo. He's got his little chest armor here, with the little beginnings of his cape. Doesn't really go anywhere, just kind of wrapped around there. A little bit of detailing on the back. He's got a silver belt. His legs have some additional paint detailing on it. It's a dark blue on black, and it's really kind of hard to see. He's got his little black shoes here. His bare arms, little gauntlets around the wrist, has some nice detailing. Kind of looks like the cloth with the silver on there. And the standard Minimate little C-clip hands. For Thor's articulation, he has a ball-jointed neck, kind of hindered because of this thing around his neck. Ball-jointed shoulders, hinged at the elbow, rotated the wrist, rotated the waist, ball-jointed upper legs, bend at the knee, and rotate at the foot. Overall, just not a really impressive little figure, just kind of meh. Not a lot to him. Next up we have Captain America, sporting his movie look for Avengers. This one's a little cooler than Thor, I like it. He has even less going on with special sculpt. His boots are a unique sculpt, his gloves are unique, and his belt is unique. The chest is totally bare, nothing really covering that, just paint. It is good paint apps, though. He's got a star. He's got a little zigzag going through the red and white there. You even see kind of the folds of his clothing. He's got silver marks on his shoulders, which are nicely detailed. Little utility belt with a bunch of little pouches. I do like his boots. They're big and chunky. His shield's a little disappointing. I feel like the paint on it's not very solid. There's a lot of bleed with the red onto the silver. Just a little upsetting. I like the star, it has some detail in it. You flip it around, you have the rings on the silver, the brown straps, and a peg hole in the middle. Now the cool thing is, he has one glove that has the straps wrapping around it and a peg. Now being a Minimate, it's interchangeable. You can pop it on one hand or you can pop it on the other. It doesn't matter which side this hand's on, it's all the same, it's all symmetrical. But you can take that peg and put the shield on it. And now Cap's got his shield clipped to his arm, which is really cool. Really nice little feature. The only downside to it is if you wanted to have it look like he was throwing his shield or holding it in his hand or anything like that, which these little C-clip arms work really well for. He holds it at a good angle for that. But now he's still got the glove with straps and a peg, so you almost have to just cover it up all the time with the shield or it looks a little awkward. We have his helmet up here. Got the wings on the side, the A, really good detail on that. It's a removable piece, you could just pop it right off. And he comes with an additional little hairpiece. You could plug that right in. Gives him his ears, gives him his little hair there. It's a cool touch. Have him unmasked. It's really nice because he is unmasked for a lot of the end of the movie. So it's good to be able to have him in both looks. For articulation, he has a ball-jointed neck, ball-jointed shoulders, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist, rotate at the waist, ball-jointed upper legs, and bend at the knee. Overall, this set is not nearly as cool as the Hulk and Iron Man set, and it's actually one of the reasons why I didn't pick up any further Avengers Minimates, just because these guys weren't nearly as cool as the other two. I'm glad I got them. I'm glad I rounded out the set, but they're just not everything I was hoping they would be. And I know there's really not much more you could have done with these characters. There's no reason to give them big and bulky parts. They don't have them in their outfit. They did it where appropriate on both of these characters. I guess I just wanted more. Maybe I'm being greedy. They're still solid. They're still recommendable, just not highly in any regards. They're fine. They're fine. They're much better than the Hasbro 3 3/4 inch figures again. Sadly enough, the articulation's better. The likeness is probably about on par, as sad as that is. They're more movie accurate. Just overall, it's sad how much better these are than the Hasbro stuff. But yeah, just kind of a middle-of-the-road recommend on these guys. They're nice. Pick them up if you're in the mood for something a little different than Hasbro. This has been another Outside the Box review. Stay tuned as we continue to look at the whole world of Avengers.